following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
I do not know what their rituals are. Perhaps that is beneath them.
I'll hold up his fine cloak and a couple of other trinkets from one of the strange figures there.
Don't forget the nice helm that you got given.
Ah, yes. I cannot remember his name, the one I slew, but when we mentioned it to the man who hired us, he paid me a bonus.
Cloak smells of poison and snakes. Lots of snakes and the things that they spit. Whoever they were, they probably killed a lot of people.
Well, if they're all assistants, it's not surprising.
I hope you do not mind, but I used you as a... how shall I put this? A potential... as a potential role model for this young woman.
There was that one... Shut it up, I heard that.
I was getting to the... there was an assassin from Serenia who'd crossed paths with you as well.
I don't know of any assassins from Serenia.
He apparently was responsible for saving your life when we were attacked when we first met. From the grey-robed figures.
Wielded a thin blade sword.
He just had it up his ass. This long rapier. That's the one.
He used it to cut me down.
This is the very sword.
And you need to do things with it.
Why do you have a sword?
He knew he was destined to die that night at that place. He gave me a note. He wanted this sword melted down. If I could do it into its separate components, even better. And then he wished the ingot sent to his wife.
He fought bravely. I'm sure if I had not called in the noble and switched the lines up, he would have felled me that night.
He also has a note I also found meant for his son. He basically wants his son to take his place.
If he wanted his son to take his place, he wouldn't mount the sword down.
I thought that was interesting too, but it sounds like he wants to provide for his wife. Perhaps he wishes his son to find his own way. Perhaps giving him the sword would be too easy. I do not know his...
It's a pity.
His methods.
It's a pity Adrian's not here because he would want that sword. It's the exact kind of sword he can use. It's a fine made,
he wouldn't be getting it.
crafted steel rapier.
I gave the man my word on his deathbed, so
I really wanted to see his face when he melted it down.
it's. It'd be that exact. He'd make that exact noise that Gollum makes in Lord of the Rings when Sam has the rabbit in the stew pot. It'd be that noise.
Anyway, moving on.
I mean, for all I know, he doesn't want to give his son an advantage. He wants his son to get his own sword and forge his own destiny. So I am sorry, but he died an honourable death, and I gave him my word that I would see to this.
All we seek.
Seemed a shame he wasn't that old, and seemed like he had far more
Yes, but
life left in him.
If fate had explained that he needed to die,
Yes.
there must be a reason.
Yes, and he was dedicated to that fate.
We've met others who have similar fates, Bjorn being one of them.
Remember his autobiography?
What
The
happened to-
23-volume set, What Happened to Bjorn?
Yeah. Also, in this tube is our payments.
It's a bit light.
It is letters of. It is letters good at the Bank of Benedat.
You need a tube.
The tube.
We could not
Yeah.
carry that amount in gold.
Well, there's 4 of them in here. The tube was provided. Did you want to see how much we'd earned?
No. If to be supplied a tube, what do we? Do you still plan to do the ball dance performance?
Ball dance performance.
Oh, I've got to see a ball dance performed by you.
Just
I can dance. I attended many a ball in my youth.
Ball. Sorry,
If
I
you
was
wish
a dog.
proof.
I was a dog for a whole day. Stop it.
If you wish proof, my lady.
No, ball.
Ball dance.
the
show you wish to sponsor. Remember?
That is more of a. Do you not have plays? Reenactments of stories performed by people taking on the roles.
No, we have stories from the wise ones, but
Okay, think of stories from the wise ones, but instead of just telling the story, people pretend to be the characters from it and then perform the events in front of you. Wait, you saw Otodo and Catsby, right?
oh, there's not going to be those silly puppets.
Look, I will
always love
refrain
the
from being
show.
insulted by your demeaning of
In
one
fact,
of
you
my
should drag
favorite-
her out right now. Take her 2 streets over to where an Otelo and Catsby might be being performed right now.
You are wrong and you must learn.
Do it.
And but
That's
no,
a very...
not puppets, real people performing the parts with more seriousness.
And this is going to be written by Scribbles.
Yes, I was hoping Roya would be able to.
Right, so what is our plan
Well,
for
let's hope
today?
he's a better writer than he is appetizer.
No eating scribbles.
That's why he's a terrible appetizer.
Good.
So what is our plan for today?
Well, once Scribbles is done with his play, his script, I will take it to the players. And
You'll need a place to do it.
yes, well, we want to gather them in a place that is the most lively.
That's going to cost you a bit. You do need permits from the local council and the mayor and the burger and all that. You probably don't have enough. Oh, well, man, you got 20,000, so
We got.
that'll be
Right.
enough to bribe someone. But
Okay. It's 20,000 there.
that's 200,000.
200,000, sorry. And another 200,000. And another 100,000. And 40,000. Yeah, that's. Wait a minute. That's. I mean, they
See the
said they
inner
were giving
merchant in you
us
coming up.
a bonus for the
I
deception,
could
but.
buy every tavern in town with that.
Oh, do you wish to own a tavern?
Dude, I want to own the world.
I'm gonna need a bit more than.
Just a bit. Not much, though.
Why don't
Money
this
than I've ever seen added together.
this play that we are sponsoring? I'm sure in some way it'll be a tale of justice.
Yes.
If we were to talk to the lovely priestess in the temple district. Tall temple. Maybe we could host, maybe not in there, as I doubt that is.
Well, they
acceptable.
probably would, but from what I gather speaking to her, Torah's not one of the most popular religions in this place.
So we drum up a bit of support. More people come to see the show. They pay alms to the temples.
Better hold it in the middle of Market Square. You've got the money. You could
That's
bribe
what
all
I was-
kinds of burgers.
I was thinking probably,
True.
but we could post on all the message boards and places people could see.
Bribe the Criers Guild.
That's a good idea. Some town criers.
Earning my way.
We have to set a specific date for this.
Well, we need to do this tomorrow.
I was thinking tomorrow would be the
It must
best
be tomorrow. We only have 3 days,
until the tournament. Yes.
and we need as much.
Could that have made more noise?
We will need to inform the musicians and the performers well soon then.
Carry on. What, is it distracting? It doesn't distract me at all, apparently.
Well, yes, they will need to know when to perform the play. We will need to get the permits sorted if we need such things.
And you need to get the permits now. That's what you should.
Could we leave this to you?
I'm being trusted out on my own. I do know some people to talk to.
If you really wanted to
Local
be out,
knowledge.
it's not like we could stop you.
I could join you if you wish. If it makes you feel better.
I'm sure you'll do whatever you want.
Well, I suppose we might as well use what we've already got before we start using these. I will say putting them back into the tube.
Such monies.
I do feel ill at ease having those around. So no safer way we can store them or keep them.
Well, you could store them with a powerful werewolf. I can't think of a better guardian for so much money. Or not. I mean, why don't you cart driver or rooftop man or Roya, or maybe you've got like money demon or something you also know. Some other weird character to pop out of nowhere.
Well, certainly won't be giving them to Phil the dwarf, that's for sure.
Not if you want to see him again.
It's not gold. You wouldn't take them.
It's worth gold.
Yeah, he could just easily transfer them into gold. I can just see an ocean of gold pouring out of the Benadar temple with him riding atop it, laughing with glee.
That's a t-shirt image right there.
Well, I was going to entrust them to Sulan.
I can't imagine anyone would take from her.
Well, yes, you seem to be the most,
Dangerous.
yes, and aware of things going on around. I still think we should put a hidden compartment or something in our wagon.
Yes, but getting that done.
Yes. Well, we can afford it.
If we can find someone trustworthy to do it.
Trustworthy? No. There are people who do it. The problem, the trustworthiness comes from how much you pay them to not tell anyone.
Yeah.
And that's even only going to last a certain amount of time.
It's the kind of thing that we do before we leave the city.
Or in a place with a bit more repute.
It wouldn't matter. I think.
You have fought in the Underdome before, right?
Yes, well, not
correct?
this one, but I have fought in Underdomes before, yes.
How easy is it to enter?
Entering is not too hard at all. You basically go in and sign up. I mean, I think the crowd loves it when some
There's
small...
an entry fee.
Yeah. When there's some small person goes in and just gets their head caved in by some big muscle guy. Sometimes the crowd doesn't want a good fight, sometimes they just want blood.
Sometimes in the Underdome, 2 men enter, 1 man leaves. And then another man leaves a little bit after having been declared the winner.
But yes, Braun wants a rematch.
I was thinking of entering myself,
They should.
touting the name of a Saphiro, conqueror of the Parched Stone.
You better win then.
I would only make such an announcement if I did. I think
I
otherwise,
like your confidence.
and
You'd have to add Hero of the North.
true hero of the North.
No.
Huh?
You say... It seems that if you say too much, it's unbelievable. Whereas just enough is...
We shouldn't imply that there has been a lie. Only that Saphiro was there.
Yes.
See, even though he's taking credit for it, the idea that you served under him gives you some respect. I know you don't see it that way, but he can't take that from you without impugning his own claims, because he made you part of it. But if you tried to take that from him, then you'd undercut your own footing.
Well, you do seem to be fortunate that he doesn't seem to have completely erased our involvement up there. He's taken credit as being the one instrumental to everything, but word is clearly spread that I was...
And who hasn't heard of Saphira the Rat Paladin?
merely a cleric.
How did such a misunderstanding come about? I've heard it a lot from many different people.
The fault lies with me. I believed I was Paladin due to a holy sign.
That's a hell of a mistake to make. I mean, no one can believe you're a paladin. And paladins walk around with big swords. Oh, wait, you do that. And a big shining hero. Oh, wait, look at you. And the rumors have it that paladins have heard the voice of their... Oh! Sorry, you were saying how it was impossible?
I wasn't saying that. That was what he was saying. I was just saying that the fault.
Are you
lies
going
with
to
me.
listen to a man with pea hands?
What?
His hands are covered in pea.
I did not notice.
Oh, I totally forgot. I could use the wash basin if it's got water in it. The old water from last night.
It's on the floor.
No, you moved it.
Yeah, I thought I saw a sign from my god when some kind of light streaked across the sky while I was praying, asking for a sign.
So you're sitting there in your temple going, "Am I a paladin, God?" And then you saw a sign. That's what a thing to be asking.
Well, it wasn't as specific as that, but
Pakalor says that you can always tell a paladin on sight. And I didn't see it in you.
there we go.
But you do have that big sword.
Yes.
What kind of cleric carries a sword?
I do not use the sword. I cannot.
Yeah, but you carry it.
Yes, because it is important.
So follow me here. Let's say you're in the new city, just outside of Einvig, and some young nobleman sees you in your big armor, with your big broad chest, and your handsome face, and you're wearing that big sword, and he's like, "Oh, who are you?" And you're like, "I'm Saphiro, cleric of Tor, at your service." And he sees that big sword, and in his mind, what do you think he thinks? He's thinking, oh, of course, that's a cleric of Tor. Sure. Or is he thinking, aha, the first lie in the game is told. Clearly this obvious paladin is here with his obvious paladin sword to do some kind of part in the great game. Or he thinks, the first lie is told, not a cleric at all. What part of the game is he in? Pretending to be a cleric?
Okay, here's the thing. For starters, how many people even know the specifics and intricacies of paladin versus cleric in the Tauric religion?
Everybody knows the only clerics who are allowed to carry edged weapons are Ben-Hadar and a couple of the evil gods. Everyone knows that.
Do they?
I mean, I do, and I'm a peasant bitch who then became a lone wolf. And I know it.
You mean lone shark?
No, I mean lone wolf. I can't swim. A shark is an aquatic animal beloved by Namatia. It's her symbol, for fuck's sake.
Yes, they live off the northern coast of my country.
They're like water versions of you.
Except sometimes people see them coming because there's this
Picture
Arrow-shaped
strange fish
fin that's
Sulan
sticking-
hybrid.
that sits above the waves.
What a strange beast.
It's basically a
Also-
swimming mouth.
Also, the next point is, if they really think that I or whoever is a cleric or paladin of Tor, then why would they think we lie because we don't?
Oh, you do.
We do not.
You lie all the time. You're lying right now.
I
Being
don't-
here in the middle of Burmania with a wizard. You can't possibly have gotten him all the way here without having to imply that he's not at least once.
I just did not bring it up.
That's a lie.
That is not a lie, that's an omission.
And that's why you're not a paladin.
Also, he was told he wasn't one. By a paladin.
Yes, well,
Yes, we've met Aemon Godsbane, if that's what you're wondering.
Is it true? Is it true paladins can cure what I am?
We never asked.
Possibly. Although, for all I know, that they may claim that, and then the cure may be...
Well, that's been the cure every place I've ever asked. I was kind of hoping for some cure that would let me stay alive.
that
If
was
I
the
meet...
cure in Strumblut.
If I meet him... I mean, I have heard of curses being lifted by very powerful clerics, but...
Yeah, I've tried that. Doesn't work.
I will ask him should we meet again.
Anyway, the important thing is all that money.
Yes. Sulan, do you wish to take this now, or would you prefer
If you wish to hand it to me, it's...
I trust you with it? More than anyone else.
The Sulan doppelganger runs off going, Rich at last!
No, she would have ripped my heart out by now, so...
I do also need to go to the temple soon. I need some guidance.
Well, I think the first things you need to do is get this playing stuff sorted out.
Yes. Scribbles is doing the main part. I shall get these permits sorted for starters.
Well-
There's no point setting a date with the players if we cannot.
You should take one of these. 100,000.
We should hopefully not need that much.
No, but you can find out how much you need and get it exchanged. Or exchange half of it. It would be better to have the money on hand. Or would you
Give
rather...
me the 40,000 then. I would seriously doubt we would need any more than this, especially considering what we've already got in coin form. I suppose. Oh, do you know how much your repairs are going to cost?
No, he did say it would take till the end of the day.
So you
Attend to later.
You two wish to get hold of some contacts, you know? Isn't that correct?
For
The play, you said you had some people you might.
oh,
be able
I know who to go to bribe to get the right permits and everything. So
Oh, okay.
I can take you there, but they won't talk with me.
Very well.
Do you have a time in mind for your rematch with Braun?
It'll have to be at night.
And surely before the tournament.
I'd do it tonight.
I was thinking tonight would be good because that way I've got plenty of time to recuperate for the tournament.
I could get
I don't
that
need
ready
to be
for
fit
you.
for the play.
I could get that ready for you while I go in.
Actually, you should
Go
all
and
be
do
running
myself.
around doing all kinds of good deeds. Time's slipping away.
Indeed. Sulan, is there anything you wish to get involved with this morning?
I will go where's needed.
Well, Eaton did, and you did offer to go with Eaton, so maybe you should be the one to sort out the permits then.
But they won't talk to me.
They won't talk to you. Oh, very well then.
Who wouldn't talk to you?
I'm sure you could charm your way inside.
Yes, but I'm
Charm will come
female.
from the clinking of a sack of coins,
But
and
there's
the implication that there's much more for other service.
Okay, very well then. Eaton, you and I will go and sort out these permits for the play.
Yes, Master.
Radomir, you hit the Underdome, sort
course.
out matches for both of us, see if you can get at least a match with me and Braun this evening.
I could stay here and wait to see if Roy turns up.
I was going to suggest that you perhaps find any additional opportunities for employment at the job boards.
Right, I'll do that.
Wait, can you read?
I can get someone to read for me.
Okay.
So
Oh,
the
have-
money changes. Come on. Ruff.
Wait, one more thing. Have you heard anything from Sir Maximilian lately?
I heard they had to postpone our bout.
Yes. Haven't heard anything since.
No,
Okay.
That's not good.
no, it's not good. Maybe with what happened last night, it might change things again, but we'll cross that bridge when.
Also, if you can think of anything to... How shall I put this? So Reinhard last night seemed very dour, considering he seems such a boisterous force of personality.
I'm sure it was probably coming from the apparent charnel house full
Yes.
of experimented on young ladies that he apparently
Exactly.
witnessed.
So if there's anything you think you
You're
could...
right, why wasn't
do
he in
to-
a party mood?
Is there anything you think you can do while you're looking around? If there's anything that comes to mind you can think that would perhaps cheer him up a bit, or
We should invite him personally to the show as well. Lay out extra in the feast for him. Things of his scale.
wait, what if we offered him a guest part?
Oh god, he'd probably love that.
He's not one of the main players, but a very small but very poignant role within the play.
I think you should read your script first. You don't want to embroil him in something too controversial.
No, I mean the idea, of course, is that while we do not say that Roman is the bad element who is corrupting the minds of others, there is a person that represents him in there.
Oh, and that way, if he says, that's an affront to me, he's identifying with it. Oh, that's so good. It's almost like it's the entire point of a Shakespeare play or something.
It's almost like I entirely ripped off the idea from Hamlet.
The Scottish
didn't.
play. Please.
Wait, no, that's not the Scottish play. But I'm not going to say the name of the Scottish play. I'm not falling for that.
Outdam spot.
Macduck.
Oh, he's dead. See, he was called Hamlet because when he was born he looked like a small ham.
I will, however, before
Not a
we
small
leave,
village.
when do you think Royal would Where would she, if she came looking for us, most likely?
Well, she was waiting here for you last time.
She doesn't have like, any key or access to any of your rooms, does she?
I don't think it matters to a woman like that. Nasty slut.
I was thinking we should leave at least a note somewhere for her in case she does come back.
I think they should find one of us here.
Oh,
Anyway.
she'll find your sleeping pal. And then she'll
And this mess.
use him for bits. I hate her so much.
I do not understand your ire towards her.
Look, as Booker T explained, as his wife explained to him, women just fucking hate each other so much. So I gotta play it that way.
She loves me.
Yeah, I think doesn't have to have a problem with you.
Look,
Oh well.
we should go. If we hurry, we could still catch that show of Outlaw and Catsby you mentioned.
Wait, so there is actually a show?
Yeah?
Let's go!
Hang on. a word in private before you leave, Saphira.
Oh, would you other two mind waiting outside for me?
We can go wait in the stable.
Okay. Sulin leaves, and he just stays there on the bed looking between you. Like a good dog.
He
I'm gonna
meant
do
just.
something about that throat there.
He meant just. He wants to speak in private with just me.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
Look, if
She leaves.
it seems like what we did last night weighs heavily on you.
There were certain moments, for example, the very young girl that I was not particularly pleased with, but
I can understand that.
one has to, when one has dedicated and given their word that they will assist them with something like that, one cannot back down.
So long as you know my hands are mired in the same blood as yours.
And what's done is done. All we can do is try and make tomorrow better. If we made mistakes today.
Surely it can't get any worse.
Meanwhile, in the stables, the wolf pads out a short time after you arrive. Stupid men and their stupid privacy secrets. There should be no private secrets between a master and a slave.
Meanwhile, her wolf ears.
Should like walk a wide circle around you to stand near the exit to the stable.
Wait, how are the horses reacting?
Badly. They're not happy.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I think at a later stage we might need to talk about secrets and...
I'm not going to interfere with anything you might want to do with the master. He's yours if you want him. I acknowledge your dominance. What do I need to do? Roll over?
You know what I'm talking about.
Nose don't lie.
I've noticed.
But I can.
Don't you just want to kiss these lips?